One of the biggest mysteries in the Bible has to be the forbidden fruit of Genesis. Even though the Bible simply describes this as a fruit, I suspect that it actually represented a lot more. You see, in Genesis 3, God puts enmity between the children of the snake and the children of Eve. But here's my curious question. What children did this snake even have? Now, there are many plausible theories as to what actually happened in that garden, but one very popular theory is this idea that eating the forbidden fruit actually represented something more intimate. And again, this is just one theory among many, but according to this view, eating the forbidden fruit was actually referring to performing an intimate act. And I know, this is like super controversial, and ultimately, I don't know. But this would indeed explain why Adam and Eve suddenly realized that they were naked. This may also explain why there even is such a thing as the offspring of the serpent. Now, some people claim that this child of the serpent was actually Cain, and that the eating of this forbidden fruit was actually the sinful conceiving of a child, ultimately leading to the birth of Cain. But here is where this theory seems to just fall apart. You see, if we actually read Genesis 4 together, we'll find out that Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and then gave birth to Cain. And then later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. And this pretty much debunks this idea that Cain was a child of the serpent. But here's my thing. Genesis 4 only mentions Eve conceiving just once, yet she still had two sons, Cain and Abel. And of course, maybe Cain and Abel were just twins, where Cain was the firstborn. But 6,000 years later, today, scientists have discovered something very curious. You see, it is actually totally possible for someone to get pregnant by two different people at the same time. It's rare, but when this happens, the mother will be pregnant with fraternal twins, each twin having their own separate fathers. They would still be born on the same day, one after the other, but the very DNA of these two children would be completely different. So what if Cain and Abel actually did have two different fathers? Adam being Abel's father, but the serpent being Cain's father. Why is there such thing as a serpent seed? And who are the children of the serpent? And I hate to admit this, but I actually have way more questions than answers. So please, just open up a Bible and see for yourself. After all, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the greatest mysteries of all time.